Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancion. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good day, and to make a reading for the equinox and the month of October. I wanted we have this full moon in Aries, so all Aries. This is your full moon. This is your time. It's the time of the year where the Aries energy is put into the light. And also happy birthday to all the Libras, for we're moving into this time of this potent time of relationship. For Libra, is very much about relationship. It's about using the mirrors of life. For the Libras are the best able to use this mirror of life. So that is. So I'm going to pull out 12 cards to look at the 12 constellation and see what guidance we may get from the archangels. 12 cards, so we have 13 cards with the outcome. Alors, for all Aries, but for everybody for Aries in particular, but for everybody, it's what is potential. And here we have the 4 of Ariel. Giving is also receiving, resisting change, to know how to spend or save your money. So there was a philosopher named Aristotle who thought that knowing how to spend your money was very materialistic philosopher. Aristotle, he thought that money was like the most important thing in the world in his philosophy, and then he attributed the term magnificence in the ability to save money when it's time to save money and to spend money when there's time to spend money. So it is important to administer that as an energy. It is an energy flow, and it comes from this great source. Everything comes from the source. Money is no exception. It comes from God as everything else. So receive and also to give. For all Taurus, but for everybody in general, it's what's actual, what we possess already. And here it's a 10 of Raphael. A life made of love and grace. Harmonious familial relationship. Looking for happiness. So it is about this continuation, this anchoring of this happiness, and finding always new ways to be grateful, new attribute to be grateful. Then in Gemini, specifically for Gemini, but for everybody, it is the way we think about the world and how we move into this our lower mind, our traveling, mental activity. We have the 7 of Michael. It says there is a better way of doing things. To go alone may not be the best solution. Do not neglect details. So it is important for in the mind. We can always make mistake in the mind. It's important to stay close to the heart, to follow to call on the help, the assistance. Also ask life, ask God, ask your spirit guides, ask the angels to put all the people in your path that will fulfill every aspect of your life. For there is enough resources in the universe, on the earth, to do that. It's just we haven't maybe clinged to that just yet, but everything will fall into place. I know I'm on the brink of the biggest evolutionary shift in my whole incarnation. Is very close now. So I know there's great changes coming for me and for society, but the changes in society are always less important to your own personal shift. For it is really what you're the one living your life. It is not society is not living your life. You are, and so those personal shifts are far more important than the general program will follow course. So in Cancer is the home, is the inner self. It is the immediate environment, and here we have the 5 of Gabriel. It says you can undertake a challenge. Move away from people living tragic situations. Show patience towards yourself and others. So it is important, if we want to find serenity, not to let go of attachment, to let go of drama, to let go of a lot of judgment sometimes, but to trust and to be patient in many sense. For we have within ourselves the power to overcome challenges, and all challenges. Otherwise, they wouldn't be created. If we couldn't overcome them, for we are. So now in Leo, Leo is the heart, it's the creativity, it's the children, it is this creative potential of passion also. And here we have the 10 of Ariel. It's a magnificent card. It says you have so many reasons to be grateful to life. Financial success. Retreat is on the horizon. Retirement is on the horizon. A happy family life that is rich and gratifying. So it is all of this is within the heart. It is within the heart. We know that we deserve that. We can move into this state of total well-being, and we'll continue to follow our path from there. For the Virgo, but more specifically for the Virgo, but for everyone, it's how we nourish ourselves materially and spiritually. And here we have the Knight of Michael, strong, devoted, intellectual, applied. So it is a card of intuition. It says it is time to move to the next gear, to the next level. Logic must win over emotion. Sudden change. So it is the sense that we have to let go of our smaller self, smaller ideas, smaller beliefs in order to move into this higher integrated states. And so sometimes we have to allow our not to allow our emotion are just just a guiding system, but our logic is really what can also take us there. It has the balance between the mental and the emotional, the masculine and the feminine, the active and the receptive. It is about bringing this balance. Everything in life is about balance. No matter what the changes are, it's always about keeping the balance, bringing in the element into balance. For there is this constant flow and change in life. Nothing can ever stay still. So now in Libra, then we have this great change. It is change your life. The Archangel Samuel, sudden revelation that lets you see freedom. Do not wait till tomorrow to do what you need to do today. Grasp opportunities, all opportunities that offer any change. So it's about being able to sense the possibility and moving into that, to seize the day. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day. Just because we don't know what tomorrow, but we know we have today. If we are alive, if we're here, we have. Of course, there is no rush in anything. It's just a matter of being present when the opportunity comes to make the right choice that opens the right door that let us experience freedom. Whatever in whichever way we value that, or we may sense that. Then in Scorpio, which is a sexual constellation, it is the depths of the subconscious. It is the most material. It is ruled by Aries, Pluto. And here we have strengths, the Archangel Ariel. What a beautiful card. It says strength and grace expressed through gentleness, trust in yourself, forgiveness. So we have this great self-empowerment that is coming from within. We should be grateful for that. It's this great love, this great opening of the heart that comes from within. Then in Sagittarius, it is Chiron, the great center Chiron. It is the higher philosophy, the law that is in opposition to Gemini, which is our lower mind, and then the higher mind is our higher laws and philosophies. And so in Sagittarius, we have the revelation, the Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual fulfillment. Enlighten the path of someone else. Finding the answers to your questions through meditation. So it's very clear. It is within the silence, within the vacuity, the calmness, the peace, the inner peace, that all things will be revealed. Then in Capricornus, this is the mother. It's what comes to us from the universe. It is also about society, structure, and here what comes from to us, and of course more specifically for Capricorn, but not for everybody, it's what comes to us from the universe, is the Seven of Raphael. It says it is time to make a decision. It kind of confirmed the past reading. It is time to make a decision. Identify clearly what you want and then act. Need to purify. So it is important. The more pure we are, the closer we can get to the center. For there is life is created from inside out, and we only live at the surface, on the outside. But eventually we'll discover the inner planes, and the more we are able to purify ourselves, the closer we can get to our true self inside of us. Then in Aquarius, for Aquarius, but for everybody, it is our dreams, it is our friends, it is our hopes, it is our wishes. And here we have the Nine of Raphael. It is the genie. It's on this great beautiful beach, and he says make a wish. Your dreams are becoming reality, a happy time of your life. So it is part of what we wish. We understand that we can focus on our ideals and stay focused on that the dream can become reality, for life can become a fairy tale. If it's because of the naysayers, those who will always say no, that are preventing those who have this possibility to dream, to create their dreams. But eventually we're going to know that we have this possibility of returning to this heavenly state of being, and as we do that, life becomes more gracious, more easy, more integrated. And the art for all the Pisces, but for everybody, there is a final opportunity. It is the karma, a final opportunity to heal our wounds, because Chiron is moving with this new moon, this full moon. It's moving back into Pisces. Chiron is the wounded healer. He will show us our wounds. So we have, it is the 3 of Michael here, and so she's very sad, and says breaking free from the past. You will come. You will become more. You will come out more from the. You will come out as more from the situation you are living today. It is the time always heal every wounds, even the deepest one. It means that we're going to be all that we experience that could make us suffer. We will come out of it, and we'll have gained something from that will have great value. But we do not want to hang on to any of those ideas of sorrow. And so it is important to let go of that, but yet we cannot, and the because the outcome is completely the opposite. See, here we have the 3 of Michael, and here we have the 3 of Raphael, which is the outcome, and the outcome is great joy. It says you have so many reasons to celebrate, community of friends, good news about a relation or children. So it is about the 3. It's about this graceful and intimacy, sharing, celebration. It is there is all the potential for true joy. So it's about letting go of the past, letting go of the wounds, because Chiron, by moving into Pisces in retrograde, will have this last chance to show us our wounds, because after that it's going to move through the zodiac for 50 years. It's going to go through, and so and by the next year 2019 he's going to move into Aries, and then he's going to continue his progression. He's not going to go back into Pisces. So it is the last opportunity to feel the wounds in order to release them, and to say goodbye to those old programmation, all this old struggle, all this old those old energies that we do not need. As we want to move into joy, we let go of all forms of drama. We accept the well-being. Well, I hope this reading was interesting for you. That was for like a month. I'm going to read a few cards. I'm going to first. This painting is called Attraction. It is a very textural painting. It's from 2009. It's kind of interesting. I inherited that because it was a gift I gave to my mother because she liked it, and then she passed on, and so I inherited this painting. It's an inherited painting. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that went through my head. And it's like, maybe it's going to come out of my head if I sing it. It's from one of the greatest rock and roll band of the 20th century. It's the Rolling Stones. They started their adventure at the beginning of this rock and roll era, and they're still singing today. They're amazing. But this song is not very philosophical, but it's full of joy. It's very happy. I like it. It goes like this. She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air, oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her dressed in blue? See the sky in front of you, and her face is like a cell, fair speck of white, so fair and pale. Have you seen a lady fairer? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air, oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her all in gold, like a queen in days of old? She shoots color all around, like a sunset going down. Have you seen a lady fairer? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair, she's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air, oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Well, thank you very much. It's a new song that came through my head, so I sing it. I'm going to pull a few cards just to finish, for those who stick till the end. So let's see for the day. Let's see what the general message for the day is: self-empowerment. It is the same card as I pulled out in the French reading, and so it is about the wisdom comes in the self-empowerment, to be empowered within our psyche and to be empowered within our physical life. What we need to understand is completion. We need to complete whatever cycles we started long ago to move into this new cycle, but trust the universe, it is part of the process. What we need to do is birth. It is about rebirth. For at the end of a process, there is a rebirth, there is a renewal. And the general message for us is the same thing as it was in French, is the karma. It is understanding those things that prevents us from moving forward, to accept those things without judgment, to move through it, and to understand whatever adjustment we need to do to liberate certain part of ourselves in order to be free from that karma. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.